So here we have Rehana. She is from USA. She joined my one-to-one mentor program, and even after thousands of difficulties, she made it. She became certified PMP last week. And today I'm gonna record her journey and get some lesson and which if you are having an interesting life or challenging life, you can use it and you can see the most important thing in your life is keep moving forward. If you keep moving forward, like I love to use the analogy of going in a fog. When you are driving or walking in a fog, how do you do that? You only take one step. And when you take that important step, that one step, that most important step, you see another step, another, another. And in this way, Rehana slowly built her PMP momentum. And now she's with us. And PMP was very important for her job, clearing PMP. Congratulations, Rehana.
Thank you. And I want to say a few things about your effort and my journey with PMP class one-to-one with you. And I do want to take, it's really my gratitude to you. And it's all I can never forget. It's a journey that I started with and with the full energy. And due to my extreme schedule, with schedule means being a mom, being a wife, being a brother, being a sister, and a full-time job career. And it was extremely time consuming and plus was becoming challenge. And with your mentor, I I was I had it in a point that okay, I need this. At the same time, I did not give up. It's just because I had someone by me who was able to support me, saying, Rehana, you can do it. And for me, I have 19 years of IT experience and working in a 15 years, 15 different companies. What I learned is one thing is that giving up is not a success to your life or your career. So I wanted to keep myself up. And the boost that I got is that recently I got a PM project management position / Scrum Master position with a new company, like about 3 months ago. And I decided to time box myself that I registered for the PMP class within giving myself 2 months. And I know my time constraint was the challenge. And I have 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. my schedule. And within that, I had to manage everything. So when last 3 weeks prior to the exam, I kind of pushed myself and reached out to Amer again, saying that what would be my to-go intake to make sure that I pass my PMP. And based on all the mock tests that I have taken and all the documentation Amer was provided to me, and all the mind map, and I started doing my own research, taking notes, understanding the questions that I have read, and I had little more. Everyone has their own way of studying. Being in USA, our memorization is not a part that we put together as first. We do like more like a visual, and the process, we like to see the process in visual way, what takes from A to B, B to C, and so on and so forth. And what I started doing is I bought pretty much a lot of it's a big calendar type sheets that I started taking all the processes, agiles into individual paper, and I started writing down what's critical to mastermind some of the components that I'm learning in project management. And saying that, I have, concurred. Um, Based on that, the honest speaking is that I did not had a lot of time that I should have given, but the new job put me in a position, the way that I want to implement at work. This is how I started studying based on the questionnaires and the documentation. And that helped me a lot, saying that, how would I manage my team? I have 23 team members in my project, and I was the main person, make sure my communication, schedule, quality, procurement, risk, and stakeholders, management, everything was fall in place in order to accomplish and make sure my team is in the scope of completing the project. And those combination of those, and the way that I started studying, that helped me a lot with. Nevertheless, I just want to make sure, say it. I did not study any books, and I did not study anything else beside Amir's documentation, which was very, very helpful. But I just want to say one thing to the viewers is that find your way of studying that helps, and make sure that not everyone has the way understanding, and every doesn't have the way of progressing in life, in a manner. So the important part is that you find your drive, and my job was my drive, which actually gave me a end point that's saying, here you go, I need to do it. And that's what happened to me. And again, I really enjoyed the minutes and the lectures, and then the lessons that I have learned, and it was marvelous. And then the another part that I wanted to mention is that Amer has a very good sense of humor, that and mentoring expertise, and make sure we don't fall. I didn't fall back because of following up and providing status and so on and so forth.
Thank you.
It was a great journey. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's talk about a little bit about exam now. You gave exam
Sure.
from home or in center?
Yeah, that was interesting. I registered the, exam thinking of is at 12 p.m. my time. Unfortunately, it was 12 a.m. my time.
Oh,
And I checked it like a few days before the exam, and then we realized that, the timing zoning they mentioned and converting is at 12 a.m. So that was pretty much Friday, Saturday a.m. And I had to kind of force myself to sleep 2 hours and then wake until 4:30, 5 a.m. So that was the story behind it, and it was good. And going back to the exam itself, I realized a few things. One is you know we want to make sure we understand I would say power of authority in the company, who is responsible for what part
yeah,
of the
we
project.
cannot share any questions, so do remember that.
No, I'm not sharing any
Yeah,
questions.
yeah.
Yeah, just in
Thank you.
general. So just the regular tips as for the viewers and who will be studying PMP. We just want to make sure you have an overview of the picture, how a company stakeholders hold power of authority. That makes a huge difference how the project layouts from the granular and drill down level of to the who is responsible what part, and how do we go by approving and make sure that those type of information that we are aware of, and especially the sponsors. And we want to make sure who's the portfolio manager, and then the project manager's roles, and make sure we cover like agile. Agile was a big one in here. And a lot of the questions, since PMP has a scenario-based question, it's very critical you find out that what is the main point of that questions that we are trying to resolve, especially cause and effect. And those are very important. And then I saw a lot of questions related to resource management, bidder conference, and communication, risk, and stakeholder, and procurement. And those are pretty much interchangeably used across the questions. And especially team management was one of the big one that we all had to be aware of. And from being a project manager in a current position and working on a lot of the senior worker in an IT field, and became by being a team lead. From that perspective, I would say stakeholder is a big thing that you want to make sure that satisfied, and communication is one of the key thing to be successful.
Okay. Were there any formula question in the exam?
There wasn't a lot of formula questions. There are a lot of just a one question I remember seeing, not a direct formula either. It was just like a decision making based on what would happen.
Okay. Any critical path question?
No, not critical path. Was back, I think forward and backward, making a decision. I think I saw one questions like that, pretty much. But I would say most of the questions were like the processes, and the agile, and some of the question was the project charter and the schedule, quality, and resource management. Resource, a lot of questions were resource communication and risk.
How
and
did how did you manage time?
Oh, I actually finished the test about 8 or 10 minutes earlier than the time. And what I did, I took the break. After the 2 break that I got, it was 10 minutes, 10 minutes. So I took about like 5 minutes or 8 minutes break in between, and came back just to make sure that I come with a new fresh of mind, and take the next step.
Anything else you would like to share to PMP aspirants?
No, I think only thing I want to say is, take PMP as a career, and you would enjoy the job itself, as well as, for me, was very important because I'm a people person, and I thought I would extremely contribute to people's life being a project manager. And my goal is that being a project manager, I don't like to see people failing. I'm always able to help mentor, people around me and my team, as much as I would like to. And for me, I think I made the right choice becoming a project manager with my likes, based on my experiences and the person that I am considered of.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your time. We waited a lot for your journey, but finally it was a very well waited and very well versed. Thank you very much for your time, and I wish you all the best of luck for future endeavors. And dominate your field. Thank you very much, and live with passion.
All right, thank you.